Hall in Portsmouth. On the following Sunday, which is the 8th of September, we're going to have what you call Grandparents' Day.
President of the Dominica Council on Aging, Nigel Lawrence. Well, in news from the region this morning, Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the investments the government has made in the transportation sector form part of efforts to reduce the cost of living for Jamaicans. But he was speaking with parents and students entering grade 7 at the Jamaican College during a special back-to-school devotion. The Prime Minister says that the government is working to alleviate the concerns of parents by reducing the cost of living, and one way in seeking to do so is by addressing the cost of the public transportation. Holness said that the government is working on getting more buses into the public transportation system with a structure to provide subsidies to people who cannot afford to pay, like students and the elderly, as a way to reduce the cost of living for parents. And on the international scene, the Pope Francis has landed in the Indonesian capital of Jakarta, kicking off a historic trip to the Asia-Pacific region. He will also travel to Papua New Guinea and Singapore as part of his visit, which is expected to focus on interreligious harmony. The 12-day trip will mark the longest time the pontiff has spent away from the Vatican. The marathon trip comes despite the fact that the 87-year-old has been battling health problems and using a wheelchair in recent months. Asia-Pacific is one of only a few places in the world where the Catholic Church is growing in terms of baptized faithful and religious vocations. Well, that's the news. Let's recap the headlines. Jays Limited has made a financial contribution of $20,000 to the Education Trust Fund. The Jamaican government invested in the transport sector to reduce the cost of living to Jamaicans. And Pope Francis lands in Indonesia for a historic Asia-Pacific visit. That's the news. Stay tuned for sports.
Peter, where did you put the Lay's chips?
Oh, shucks. I forgot them at home on the counter.
You must be joking. Boy, turn around. No chips, no picnic. He knows that whether it's a picnic, entertaining at home, snacks for the children, or just liming, we always have Frito-Lay chips and snacks with a wide variety of brands, all made natural and continually improving on their products. Frito-Lay snacks is a must for any occasion. There is more than just fun in Frito-Lay snacks. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc. and available at shops and supermarkets all around Dominica. Forgot them at home. He want to spoil my day. Frito-Lay, good food for the fun of it.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fenced pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed delivery, just check NBD. Apply anytime. In branch or line, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBD.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Well, welcome to the morning sports. We begin in volleyball news. Beach volleyball coordinator Ray Robinson says Dominica's performances at the ECVA Under-21 Beach Volleyball Tournament in St. Kitts should be highlighted. Well, Dominica won the men's Under-21 title and finished in 5th place in the women's division. Ray Robinson says that the beach volleyball program has made tremendous strides in recent years.
You know, we went there with a plan to come back with 2 gold medals, 2 championships, both the male and female. Unfortunately, the females fell a bit short, coming out 5th in the tournament. But we are so proud of our guys who were able to grab that championship. Mervyn and Bill, they worked so hard during the last few months, and it really shows that hard work pays off. I think beach volleyball right now is in a really good place. I've always said that I think the future of volleyball is on the beach. Getting 2 players together, 2 good players together, I think that they can reach very far. And I think the pair of Mervyn and Bill, you know, once we give them the right guidance and we invest in them, then I think they can go places. I really want to thank the DOC in particular for investing in us, investing in the players, providing the finances that we needed to take part in the tournament, and even in our preparation, getting the athletes to training, paying the transportation costs of the athletes, of both the athletes and the coaches to get to training. It was not easy, but we stuck to the task.
And that was the beach volleyball coordinator Ray Robinson. He says the focus now shifts to preparations for the World Championships.
So really, I just want to say hats off to Mervyn and Bill. Now it's on to the Under-21 World Championships, and it's more hard work. The work not going to stop. We're going to keep working hard. Right now we have about a few months to prepare the team. As usual, we're going to start with some physical preparation and then go into a lot of technical and tactical stuff. But yeah, it's exciting times for DAVA, exciting times for beach volleyball. It's an amazing feeling right now.
Beach volleyball coordinator Ray Robinson. Some cricket news this morning. Antigua and Barbuda Falcons captain Chris Green says there's no need to press the panic button and it's still early days in the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League. Well, his comments as the Falcons have lost their first 3 matches in the tournament. The Falcons will be looking to put an end to that losing streak when they come up against the St. Lucia Kings tonight. That game bowls off at 7 o'clock.
I said the same thing yesterday. I said the same thing after the first game as well. We've still got 7 matches to play. There's a long time left in this tournament. We've got to up our game. We've got to play better cricket. We need to make more impotence with the bat, and I don't think we're too far away from the ball. So it's not panic stations. It's not time to retreat into our corners. It's time to front up and go towards the danger and, play aggressive cricket, passionate cricket, and show our home fans what we can do in our last 2 games.
Antigua and Barbuda Falcons captain Chris Green. Meantime, Trinbago Knight Riders captain Kieran Pollard has taken issue with the fielding restrictions in the back end of the innings. He says the move is not in keeping with international standards.
For me, getting 2 points on the road is more important, but I'll just elaborate on that rule. Obviously, in international cricket, there's a lot of things that is not going to happen what we're doing here, and I think the wider thought of the cricket is for West Indies cricket and to unearth talent and all of that. But I think we are downplaying the skills of the bowlers by having 2 and 3 guys out in the last 2 overs. We want the benefit, of it batting, but as a batter and as an ex-West Indies cricketer, ex-captain, it didn't feel well, batting in the back end. It's never going to happen anywhere in the world.
Trinbago Knight Riders captain Kieron Pollard. Well, 3 newcomers have been named in a 23-man squad as Dominica kicks off his campaign in the CONCACAF Nations League this week. Well, Dominica has been promoted to League B and will face Antigua, Bermuda and the Dominican Republic. The tournament opens with Dominica playing Antigua on Saturday. Well, the technical staff has handed call-ups to Calibishi FC goalkeeper Ronnie Lockhart, Harlem defender Dwayne Etienne and Middleham United midfielder Malachi Bonney. There's also a recall for the overseas-based wing-back Rufferson Pelwe. The team includes in total 4 overseas-based players. The full team is goalkeepers Glenson Prince, Dante Newton and Ronnie Lockhart. Defenders Rufferson Pelwe, Dwayne Etienne, Erskine Williams, Eustace Marshall, Giovanni Xavier, Kasim Pelte, Marcus Breeders and Jahim Maxime. The midfielders Brielle Thomas, Kian Thomas, Chad Bertrand, Malachi Bonney, Corbin Paul and Odell Laville, and the forwards Troy Jules, Dante Warrington, Julian Wade, Javid George, Travis Joseph and Savio Ansem. The men's national football team is being coached by Ellington Sabin, with Delroy Watt serving as his assistant. Melvin Angol is the goalkeeper coach, Clevon Vidal, the team medic, Reginald Daru, the equipment manager, Garvin Richards, the team media officer, and Dr. Ola, the team doctor. Meantime, Olympic gold medalist Thea Laffour-Gadson has encouraged the men's senior national football team to give it their all as they get set to participate in the CONCACAF Nations League this week. The Olympic champions stopped by the team's training session yesterday at the Stock Farm Training Center. She told the players that representing Dominica is the greatest honor any athlete can have.
It's always a great feeling to be around fellow athletes, especially ones that get the privilege of representing Dominica on a massive scale. I think you guys truly understand what it means to go after it day after day, grinding to perfect your craft. And I think the best possible, part of all this is that you guys have each other. In a way, I'm almost a little jealous of that. I love my sport, I truly do. But at very moments, it can feel almost individualistic, especially in triple jump, right? But being able to have this camaraderie, this brotherhood, it means that you're never truly going through the tough parts by yourself. But it also means that, the good times feel even sweeter because you get to celebrate with this family.
Absolutely.
And so as you move forward in your next competition, I truly wish you the best of luck. I want you to remember that, a bad 10 seconds does not make a bad match. The ability to be short-sighted sometimes and let things go and move on to your next play is powerful. And to remember that when times get tough, you do have the power of each other. Of course, listen to your coaches. I'm biased on that one, right? I always say that I am just very good at following directions, and I'm lucky to have a coach in my corner that's very good at giving directions. And so having that support is tremendous, and to the coaches, I really do thank you for all the work, the care, the effort you put in outside your own lives, your own families, to ensuring that these gentlemen are ready to go when it matters.
And that's the Olympic gold medalist Thea Laffour-Gadson. Well, the national team presented Thea with a signed football jersey. Meantime, national captain Glenson Prince says the team is proud of Thea and her achievements.
We are extremely proud of you, of course, of what you have done for Dominica. It has been amazing. We've been following you for a while. And of course, I know all of this might seem overwhelming, but it's just the love that we have for you and your husband, your coach. We know the importance of having a good coach with you and all of that. So we're heading to a tournament ourselves. So we're hoping that maybe you might be able to give us a few little gems. But we just want to say that we appreciate you so much and thank you for everything that you've done for Dominica, for us, right? So we just want to honor you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that's the national football captain, Glenson Prince. Domino organizer Delvin Espris has taken issue with the tone of events surrounding the Domino Association. Well, his comments as the Domino Association is still without a president. Royston Mitchell, who was elected president last year, resigned a few months after, but the association has not been able to install a new president.
There's a meeting called last week, Saturday, by the executive of the Domino Association, and only about 14 to 15 members showed up to that meeting. And the meeting was ready to discuss to elect a president and a vice president to serve on the association, because the lawyer, the attorney tell them that you must have a president and a vice president that was voted for. And it's very strange to see that is the situation in which you know, because we had around the 32, we have 32 domino teams in one place with over 700 domino players, over 32 captains and more. There were 2.5 hours given for us to have a fair election and to elect a new executive and a positive executive to serve the association. And then we're reaching in that stage now where we're talking about to form association, and then you're only talking about only 10 to 12 captains who have to vote to elect a new president and vice. That doesn't make sense to me at all. I think it's really defeating the purpose, and I think that association should be a dissolved association, and make sure that we get the majority of the teams too, because the last association that was formed by Royston, there was only 5 and 6 teams with about 13 or 14 fellas that was there to elect executive. And I fight that long, and I know it wasn't fair. And look, it fall back in that situation now where I organize a domino competition, make sure that I have 32 domino teams. I invited Gavin, I invited all the press, all the media were there. I gave them 2.5 hours to have an election and so on, to vote for New York, and they decided to go against that.
Well, Domino organizer Delvin Esprit, interim vice president of the Domino Association, Peter Pemberton, had this to say on the matter.
The executive was voted by more than 44 domino players around Dominica. And what we told Mr. Esprit the last time during his league was that the executive has to last for 2 years and then new elections. He agreed. He introduced the executive. He supported it. All this is going on because he wants to run a league and the executive wants to run a league which starts on the 7th. That's where the impasse is. Whatever happened with Mr. Royston, that was his private league. It had nothing to do with the executive. We are all willing to wait and vote when it's the 2 years is up. That's not a problem. And we don't care who vote, whether they vote us back in or who is the new vice president or president. We were just calling a meeting because Mr. Royston officially sent in his letter of resignation. So we have Mr. Beaupierre as the president acting and me as vice president. So we wanted, all the other members have voted correctly. So we wanted just to fill in those 2 spots from the Domino fraternity. He prevents those teams from coming. He is invited, but he does not come, and he speaks bad thing about the executive. And that's all it is. We have not done anything wrong. We have not broken the law. It says that we have to last for 2 years, and that was it.
Interim vice president of the Domino Association, Peter Pemberton. So some controversies there in the Domino Association. We'll continue to monitor that story and bring you the updates as they become available. Well, that's the DBS Morning Sports. Of course, we'll have some more sporting highlights for you at 11 o'clock during the morning news update and at 1:28 during the 13:15 news. Until then, I'm Gavin Richard saying good morning and thanks for listening.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed the delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speed the delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. The time now, it's 7:36 on your Nature Isle. Coming up shortly, we bring you your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, I'd like to remind you of your Kalinago word of the day for today. And of course, today's Kalinago word is mururu. That's mururu. The Kalinago word for caterpillar, the insect. And that's M-U-R-U-R-U. M-U-R-U-R-U. Mururu. Our Kalinago word of the day for today, of course, made possible compliments your nation station, DBS Radio. Join us tomorrow morning, God willing, at roughly 6:47 for another edition of your Kalinago word of the day. Up next, your morning's weather report, made possible compliments Flow Dominica Limited and Big Edge Financial.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face. At least when it comes to your waning finances, you've got the edge. Help is coming your way. You've got Big Edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge, the cash can be in your hand with the easiest payment plan. Cash in a flash.
Synopsis. Weak unstable conditions are affecting the area. Forecast for today and tonight, partly cloudy to cloudy with scattered showers and possible isolated thunderstorms. Wind southeasterly to northeasterly at 20 to 30 kilometers per hour with higher gusts near showers. Sea conditions slight to moderate in open water. Waves 1 to 2 meters or 3 to 7 feet. There is no warning or advisory at this time. Sunrise this morning at 5:53 a.m. Sunset this evening at 6:16 p.m. Low tide will be at 9:53 a.m. and at 9:47 p.m. High tide was at 3:24 a.m. and will be at 3:53 p.m. Weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles, valid from 6 a.m. today, Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024. Moisture and instability trailing the passage of a westward-moving tropical wave are expected to continue affecting the area today. Partly cloudy to cloudy skies with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms are possible today. Slight to moderate seas can be expected in open water, waves peaking to near 7 feet. Small craft operators and sea bathers are advised to continue to exercise caution. This has been your morning's weather report, made possible compliments the good folks of Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus, now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
This is DBS Radio.
It's now 19 minutes before 8. Up next, we'll bring you your morning's presentation of the general announcements on your community bulletin board. Made possible compliments Valley Engineering Sales and Services and the Central Cooperative Credit Union.
Stretch your dollar at Valley Engineering. At Valley Engineering, our customers enjoy our dollar stretching price policy. Save money. Valley dollar stretch prices apply to a wide range of parts, which include water pumps, shock absorbers, steering and suspension parts, clutches, pressure plates, filters, oh yes, oil, gas, and air filters, NGK plugs, ball and roller bearings for wheels and transmission, timing and fan belts, engine gaskets, mechanics tools, brake parts, wiper blades, mud guards, grills, batteries, lubricants, starter and alternator parts, bulbs, head and park lamp, and many, many more items. These dollar stretch prices at Valley Engineering will not shock you. They will only surprise you. Why not visit us today on Goodwill Road or at our relocated Portsmouth outlet on Bay Street? So cut costs and save with Valley Engineering's dollar stretching.
Central Cooperative Credit Union is encouraging all members to update their accounts. Members, please present the following at any of our 2 branches. Valid picture ID. This could be a passport, Dominica Social Security card, government-issued ID, such as driver's license or state ID. Proof of address, reflecting your name and current address. This document could be a utility bill, hire purchase document, bank statement, bank reference letter, employment letter, or driver's license. Where your driver's license is presented as a proof of address, you will need to present your passport or Dominica Social Security card as identification. While you are at the branch of your choice, please take the opportunity to update the beneficiary to your account. The purpose of this is to ensure that upon your death, the person whom you so desire will get the proceeds to your account. Please visit our Goodwill or Portsmouth branch today. Our friendly and efficient staff are waiting to serve you.
Now, your community bulletin board.
The government of the Commonwealth of Dominica has received financing from the Global Environment Facility towards the implementation of the Leveraging Ecotourism for Biodiversity Protection project in Dominica. The Ministry of Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment and Constituency Empowerment invites eligible applicants to indicate their interest to provide services for technical consultancy to update management plans for Morne Twapitaw and Morne Diablotin National Parks. Firm. Demarcation and buffer zone establishment for the Morne Diablotin National Park. Firm. Technical consultancy for revision of the Waitakobuli National Trail Management Plan, individual. Technical specialist for implementation, maintenance, and operating an e-ticket system.